What is going on, everybody? Expedition Neverland back at you today from Disney's Vero Beach Resort. Today is the grand reopening of Vero Beach after it has been shut down for about 3 months. It is June 15th, reopening day. We're here to kind of check out what are some of the safety protocols that are in place here, because next week when we are staying at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, it'll be very interesting to see if any of the things they're implementing here are also being implemented over at Wilderness Lodge and at the other Disney resorts. So we'll definitely want to check that out. The first thing you'll notice, I am wearing a mask. Masks are required in any of the public spaces here at Vero Beach Resort. I'm going to show you in a second kind of the check-in process. It's a little bit different than what you might be used to, and I would imagine could also be what we would notice over at the Disney resort. So we'll see in a second kind of what's going on with that as well. So remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, because you are definitely going to want to be here for next week when we're at the Disney resorts and in the future when we're heading back to those Disney parks. Well, let's see what's going on here at Vero Beach. So when you first arrive, you will pull up to the security booth here. They'll take your name, they will write down your license plate number, and then if you have online check-in, they will send you up here to the very front of the resort, where you will just put down your window, give them your name, and they will hand you your room key right through the window, tell you where your room is, and send you on your way to avoid contact with anyone. You don't even have to go to the front desk. I would imagine at Disney there are going to be more people staying there, so I'm not sure if that's exactly what we'll see, but I'm sure we'll see something a little bit similar. You also can, if you haven't checked in, go into the lobby, which we'll show you in a second, and you can go up to the desks there. They've got plexiglass and everything, and you can check in that way. But just one way they're trying to avoid contact with staff and folks. Of course, they also have their signs here that you're going to see in all the parks, reminding you about their rules and their procedures. Let's head in and see what's going on in the lobby. All right, here we go. It's a very nice lobby. Nice paintings. Nice and spread out. I don't see, there's some hand sanitizer straight back here, but you can see at the front desk they've got their plexiglass covering all the computer areas. I have noticed they've been sanitizing everything frequently, their phones, their keyboards, all that fun stuff. So nice. And of course there's 6 feet markings on the ground, so you're staying socially distanced. So it's very nice to be back at a Disney resort. Just stepped into the food court here, and again they've got the distancing markers on the ground, hand sanitizer when you walk in, but that's about the only real measures. And then over here, actually, you can no longer refill your own mug. They will fill it for you. Just show them your mug and they will fill it up over at the machine, which I'm sure is what we'll see probably at Walt Disney World. So we made it onto the pool deck, and you'll see that all of the seating, the lounge chairs, are grouped and about 6 feet apart. When you get here, you actually have to check in with a recreation person. They will ask how many people are with you, and then they will actually take you and seat you at one of the spots. If you want a lounge chair, they'll send you to a lounge chair. If you want a table, they'll send you to a table, and then they mark off on a chart where you're sitting. If you are gone for more than 30 minutes, then they'll turn your table over, give it to somebody else, and then when you come back, you'll have to talk to them again and get a different table. But I would imagine this is something we will also see at Walt Disney World for sure, is the distancing of the tables, and they'll probably take you to the spot where they want you to sit. Kind of interesting. We're back in the room right now. I wanted to show you one of the things that they're doing. The remote controls, they're putting in a plastic bag with a sticker that says clean, so you know that you're getting, you know, remote controls that have been sanitized properly. The soap dispensers in the shower, same thing. They're covered with a piece of plastic that say cleaned. But to be honest, that's really the only example of, you know, cleaning different things that I've seen in this room. You know, over here where the coffee is, the cups, things like that. Maybe they used to have regular coffee cups, but I don't think they did in studios. So really that's the only big change within the rooms that I've seen. You know, it'll be interesting to see if at Disney it's any different than that. We came into the gym, and here's something that I can almost guarantee you we're going to see at the Walt Disney World Resorts, is distancing of the equipment. So you see this treadmill here, do not use. This one here, you can use. Same thing with the elliptical. Again, spaced out so that you're not within 6 feet of each other while you're using the equipment. I don't see anything like that with the weights. I guess for that you just kind of have to be smart. This is actually a really nice gym. I don't see any sanitize. Oh no, over here by the door they do have your sanitized wipes to wipe down your equipment. I wish that that would kind of be more out in the open so that people actually see it and use it, but at least they have it, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I definitely wanted to show you the gym, and I wasn't sure if it would even be open, but it is, and they have their protocols in place here. So I decided to wake up nice and early this morning with the sunrise to give you kind of my final thoughts on this new normal here at the Walt Disney Resort, starting with Vero Beach, of course, that just opened. And I'll be honest, besides the masks, still feels pretty darn nice here at Vero Beach. That's really the only big change that I've really noticed. Yeah, by the pool, the seats are a little farther apart. Yeah, you know, in the restaurants, they've got the markings down on the ground for you to where to stand. But as far as the magic goes, it is still here in full force. I've heard a lot of people say, I'm not coming back to Disney until you don't have to wear masks. You know what? It's really not that bad. You know, take some breaks. Haven't really noticed it at all here because it's just been so darn beautiful. But that's really the only big change. So, you know, don't let that be what determines whether or not you're gonna have a good time, because you will have a good time. I can just about guarantee it. Yeah, the masks aren't ideal, but it's what you gotta do in this new time. For how long, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so it's been a really fantastic time here. I love this resort. I'm gonna try to throw together a resort tour also to drop at some point. But definitely check out these resorts, and we'll be really curious to see next week if the opening of the first Walt Disney World resorts are going to be the same or any different. We will be at Wilderness Lodge next week, so definitely excited to check that out. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, and we will see you next time. Have a great one, everybody.